What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. Y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. So, in the midst of Kendrick Lamar dropping a GNX album, there is a lot of buzz, a lot of hysteria, a lot of, you know, fanfare around the album, and rightfully so. The album is outstanding. It gets better every time I listen to it. I find new songs that I really, really like, and I'm like, damn, it's hard for me to pick a song that I like more than this other one. It's a great album, right? And so now that he's released this album, people are talking about the great year that he's had in music. So I get on Twitter or X, whatever you call it, and somebody puts out a tweet that says, I don't think there was ever a rapper with a year like Kendrick Lamar in 2024. Right now, we can get to that because you can argue, some people would argue 50 and 03. Some people would argue, who else? Lil Wayne in 2008. Some might argue, I know a lot of people are going to try to argue Eminem, and let's get to this. So a Barstool Sports page tweeted out this after somebody said, I don't think there was ever a rapper with a year like Kendrick Lamar in 2024. A Barstool Sports page said, Kendrick fans are unbearable, man. 2002, Eminem had the #1 album, #1 movie, and the #1 single at the same time. The Eminem Show sold 8 million copies that year, eventually went almost 3 times diamond. 8 Mile made $250 million, and he won an Oscar. He signed 50 Cent and G-Unit to his label, and he ended Benzino and Ja Rule. Now, all of that is fine, giving Eminem the accolades and kudos. That last part is what really fucked me up. He gave Eminem credit for ending Ja Rule. Knock it off. Crediting Eminem with ending Ja Rule is absolutely ridiculous. We not finna whitewash that battle that 50 and Ja had. We not. Yeah, Eminem had a track in there, but Eminem was not the one to get Ja out of here by no means or no stretch of the imagination. Okay? Let me explain this. And some of y'all finna get upset when I say this, but I really don't care. I'm not trying to be malicious when I say this. I'm being honest. Ja Rule was a worldwide sensation. That's why he sold so many records he had. That's why he had so many hit records. But he had a stronghold in the black community. He made songs that we enjoyed listening to at the cookout, the family reunion, the baby shower, the block party. I'm talking about all the functions you can think of, the fish fry. He made anthems that black people really enjoyed. I know he was a worldwide sensation, but he had anthems that specifically black folks jammed to. He was the soundtrack to a lot of our good moments, right? Especially during that time. That time, all them hits he had, dog. But anyway, so after, Living It Up, all these different songs with Case, come on, I can go on and on. But anyway, Eminem does not have enough, what's the word I'm looking for, equity or a stake in our community for us to stop fucking with a dude whose music we play at all of our functions, for us to stop fucking with that dude for him. That's never been the case, okay? He's a great technical rapper. I don't listen to Eminem. He's not my guy. But I'm gonna give him his props. He can rap and all of that. But he ain't never had a stronghold in our community to where we would stop rocking with an artist because Eminem say so. Only person that could do that was an artist who really a black artist, an artist that really had stake in our community, that was a mega star that we would say, okay, we'll stop listening to him for you. And that was 50 Cent, Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. Okay? That's really because 50 was coming out with them bops in the club, 21 Questions, Wankster, that whole Get Rich album, to where we would say, damn, dude on fire. Okay, we can stop rocking with Ja for you. Which it was wrong in hindsight, right? But Eminem could never have that effect. If Eminem Eminem could never get black folks to stop rocking with somebody that we've been rocking with for years. He don't got that type of stronghold in our community. I know people gonna get upset to hear that, but y'all know I ain't lying. Come on, fam. We not finna do that. We not finna credit dude for that victory. I think that's just absolutely ridiculous, and that gotta stop. Y'all be giving him way too much credit. I ain't saying he ain't a good rapper and all of that. I can't rock with the music. The content of the music is not for me, and I tell y'all that all the time. It has never been for me. You know what I mean? But I ain't gonna get into that because I know some of y'all gonna start feeling a whole little way about it and all of that. But to try to credit, we're not doing that. He did not get Ja Rule up out of here, at all. At all. Again, Eminem music don't be playing at our functions, at our family reunions. Eminem his music don't play at our block parties and birthday parties and at the fish fry, the cookouts and all of that. No, it don't be playing even in certain little small little settings that we have kickbacks and all of that. Eminem don't never come on. Ja music was coming on in all them different type of functions. So it was gonna take a artist that had a stronghold in our community to stop us from rocking with Ja, and that's what it was with 50. Trying to credit that to M is just absolutely ridiculous, and y'all have got to cut it out. There are certain black artists in our community certain black artists, they have a stronghold in our community because their music is narration for certain moments. Frankie Beverly that passed away, Frankie Beverly and Maze, they were the soundtrack to Black Joy. Okay? So that's what I mean. And Ja Rule, with a lot of them hits that he had, man, what? He was a soundtrack to Black Joy. Right, he was a soundtrack to Black Joy. I'm talking about from Put It On Me, Between Me and You, Living It Up with Case, Always on Time with Ashanti, Down as BITCH, Thug Lovin', Mesmerized, Thug Lovin' with Bobby Brown, outstanding, right? Wonderful, New York, like come on, man. We wasn't gonna stop rocking them joints for Eminem, for Marshall Mathers. Cut it out, man. And to say, credit him with ending Benzino. Benzino was never no rapper that we had a stronghold with us. Like he was never no rapper that we was like we was rocking with it. Not like no. Nobody was listening to Benzino as a rapper for real. We knew him from the Source magazine and all of that, but he ain't not to what we gonna stop listening to Benzino. Benzino was never no dude that we was just around riding around listening to or in the house listening to or playing at functions. So knock it off. But trying to credit Eminem with that is just, and then again, it's a Barstool page, so I'm not surprised. I know what they be on, know what the agenda that Barstool be on, all in all, 100%. But yeah, I'm like, y'all be giving Eminem way too much credit a lot of time for certain stuff. Like, no, he not the one that ended Ja. We not gonna change history and do that. Nobody even care about nobody ever said Eminem ended Ja Rule. I'm sorry for stuttering, but nobody ever said Eminem ended Ja Rule. Like we gotta cut that out. You know what I'm saying? I looked at that last part like, what are we doing? All right, I give you all the units and record sales and all of that. That's cool. I give you that, but come on, man. Like acting like he did that with Ja, like I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I just thought that was just so funny. Like, we really, what is going on? Don't ever talk about rap. It's that KC Barstool, whatever it was. I ain't forgot to write it down. I'm gonna put up I should put up a thumbnail of the tweet from him. Was it KC Barstool or something like that? I was gonna say KFC Barstool. I don't know what, but yeah. I just thought that was preposterous. And then as far as like the #1 album and all of that, yeah, he sold a lot of records. I always tell this, but majority of Eminem fans, they make up the Eminem is he has a stake in the white community, a huge stake in it. And so the white community makes up majority of the population, so they buy his albums. And of course, in hip hop, white people gotta rock with you a little bit to sell records. They gotta rock with you a nice amount to sell a lot of records. They do. So I ain't gonna deny that. But yeah, Eminem ain't never had no stronghold in our community to get us to stop rocking with Ja. And that's just that is what it is, man. And I feel like I don't know why people be trying to move the sliders up for him in certain categories in certain ways. And I don't know if it's because a lot of times they get away with it because black people have been conditioned. Not all black people, I shouldn't say that. A lot of black people have been conditioned not to push back against Eminem and Eminem-like fandom because, they've heard some of the greats give Eminem props, and it just became a cool thing to be like, oh yeah, Eminem is super, super fire in the hood, for everybody to say that. But I always tell y'all, if you ask people to name you 6 Eminem songs, they would struggle to do it. Most black folks in the hood. Most black folks in the hood that I know, tell them name 6. They have a problem doing it. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying black folks in the hood don't listen to him, because they are in the minority for the most part. You know what I'm saying? So Yeah, but I feel like black people have been conditioned not to provide pushback against people when they say Eminem name. So people start creating these false narratives around his name without pushback from us saying, hold on, hold the fuck on. Time out. Time out. That is not true. You know what I mean? And I'm here to say, hell no, that's not how that went. That's not how that battle went. You know what I mean? And I ain't gonna let it slide. It's like, when I say black people have been conditioned not to provide pushback to certain narratives around Eminem, it's almost like when a white person say they favorite rapper is Biggie and Tupac, they've been conditioned to say that because they know that will give them kudos and like and cool points with black people. And so if you say Eminem is outstanding, it's kind of like your card to say I'm not racist as a black man. Oh yeah, Eminem super dope, it's super, he's outstanding. And you say, hey, say me an Eminem verse. Okay, then they say one, say another one. A rapper that you really rock with, you can say their verses. You can really, really recite. Y'all see I be on live stream reciting these verses? Like, you know what I mean? Because I really rock with the artists I tell I rock with. I don't just be saying that to get cool points or get any type of kudos. You know what I mean? And I'm rambling, I'm saying a lot of the same stuff over and over again, but because I really didn't have time to really sift through my thoughts. I saw that tweet and I said, this shit is out of pocket and I had to address it. But yeah, I just wanted to just say that, you know, because it's getting weird out, it's getting spooky. And I don't want later on in life, for 10 years from now, for people to change the narrative to say, oh, Eminem the one that got job out of here. Hell no, man. Because Jeffrey Atkins shouldn't have been going up out of here anyway. Because as much as I was a big fan of 50 and I was one of them kids as a kid, I can admit I was impressionable in that area to say I was a 50 fan, so I was like, all right, I ain't rocking with Ja. But we love too much of them hits for him to ever be like a afterthought in our community. And whether real hip hop fans, there's a lot of hip hop fans, real fans of hardcore underground lyricism that didn't really rock with Ja, but I'm talking about as a whole. As a whole, the black community as a whole, we rock with too many of Ja's hits. For that to ever be a thing. And we rock with way too many of his hits for Eminem to have been the one that got him up out of here. No, we needed a mega star that had a stronghold in the black community like Curtis 50 Cent Jackson to get that job done. But yeah, I don't want the narrative to change that Ja got up out of here by Eminem. Like, hell no, man. Hell no. I ain't going for that. I'm not going for that shit. I don't care who get mad. I'm just never gonna be a narrative. I'm never letting the narrative slide that Eminem was the one that got Ja out of the way. That should have never happened. It's getting too damn close to Black History Month for some shit like that. I be playing all day, y'all. I know some of y'all gonna get mad when I say that. I'm just joking. But am I really? I don't.